Hey everyone, I'm Anugna from Mechpreneur community. So today we're gonna get into mechanical department and get insights of mechanical department. We'll be interviewing few people from mechanical department, some staff, and also the HOD. We really appreciate you being here, ma'am. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I am Dr. Aditi Raj. I have done my PhD in robotics from IIT Patna, and currently I'm working here as a senior assistant professor. So I usually teach subjects like IoT, mechatronics, and robotics.
Yes, ma'am. So how do you think mechanical in engineering is better than other domains?
It's really difficult to say, if a department is better than other. But I think, wherever you go, you have machines around it, and there is a mechanical engineer which has, at some point of time worked on it. And with modern integration of concepts like mechatronics, I think that as mechatronics usually comes as a part of mechanical engineering and combined with electronics and all, and the future is robotics and mechatronics. So I think that if we mechanical will be one of the core components of what you will be seeing in future. So I think that is why mechanical is one of the best departments to be.
What do you think about the interesting topics in mechanical engineering? What are the main interesting topics?
So as I said, that mechanical doesn't it is a combination of various topics. Usually when you think of mechanical, it is composed of three sub-categories. One is usually thermal, second is design, and third is manufacturing. Let's start with thermal. So if you are, let's say you're sitting in this room, right? It's really hot. How are you going to cool this room? So you should have an idea of thermal engineering. Right. Then let's say second is design. As I said, robotics is one of the very important areas which you will be usually seeing in mechanical engineering. So design of a bot is again a very important topic which you can look into more details. And the third thing is manufacturing, which is usually developing. So like this computer, the outer structure. How will you design? How will you manufacture it? That usually comes under the category of manufacturing.
What advantages do you think we get to the society or to the outer world through mechanical engineering?
So with mechanical engineering, if you use all these three domains, right? As I said, you are feeling hot, right? You can switch on the AC. What's behind it? Obviously, electronics is there, but still, flow of fluid which is there in the AC, and how will the cooling take place? So that is one aspect. Then in the environment, let's say, right? We study the properties of different materials, right? So we can understand that what can be harmful for the nature. If you do have that idea, you can protect nature and you maybe stop using such products. And we, as I said, manufacturing is another part of mechanical engineering. So there, we develop new components, new materials. So we can develop such materials which are friendly for the nature. So you can see mechanical, it can be used anywhere. It will be it is actually very useful for mankind.
How do you think mechanical engineering can grow more in the future? What do you see in future of mechanical engineering?
So mechanical engineering alone, as I said, robotics and automation is one of the coming up area, and actually it's been there since past 2 or 3 decades. But in future also, I think robotics as an important component of mechanical engineering is going to be the future. So I think we are going to evolve in such a way that we can use components of robotics, mechatronics, so as to make our life easy and to protect the environment and so on.
And lastly, to what kind of people do you suggest mechanical engineering? What kind of people will actually ace mechanical engineering and they'll grow?
I think anybody who is, who has a creative mind, you want to develop a new thing, again, using the 3 examples of manufacturing, thermal, and design. If you have, let's say, for any purpose, for making anything easy, you have to understand how you can design it better. Right? So anybody who has an innovative mind and who wants to be part of the future or wants to build the future, I think mechanical is a good avenue for them.
We really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the interview. Hi Abhishek, I'm Anugna.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. So today I'm from Mechpreneur community interviewing people to know more about and to get more insight about mechanical department. Are you up for it?
Yes, I'm up for it.
Okay, so I'll be starting the questions. Why did you choose the mechanical department over all the departments over there?
I chose mechanical because since I was young, it was just something which I really loved. Anything related to machines or anything mechanical, I just really loved it. So it's kind of a passion, so I just chose mechanical.
Oh, well, that's really nice. What interesting topics did you find in the whole course?
So I really love all the labs. The labs had a lot of machines which when I used to be young, I used to only see it in like videos and stuff. But now I actually got to use it, so that was really cool. Also designing things on the computer using the software like SolidWorks, Solid Edge and all that was really nice. Yeah, that's what a mechanical engineer does, and that's what I learned.
Okay. So what advantages do you find in learning all this course?
Yeah, doing so will when I go out there into the real world, I can actually use whatever I learned to apply it to design something. Basically, to get a good job if I find one.
That's nice. So, what job opportunities can you expect through mechanical engineering as of now, like regarding the trends and all?
The trends obviously currently into computers. That's what's going on. But as a mechanical engineer, you always have the option to also integrate skills with computer, and you can use these skills to get a job related to computer as well as anything into designing or any core mechanical jobs, machining design, designing machines and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So last, whom do you would suggest to join mechanical department? Like, what kind of mentalities are can actually ace mechanical?
Who would I suggest to join mechanical? That would be someone who really, like I said, who really liked something related to machines, who'd like to work on them because we got to work on these machines.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Manu Kumar from Mechanical third year.
Hi. So I'm from Mechpreneur community. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. It's like a small interview. Are you up for it?
Yeah.
So why did you choose mechanical department over all the departments?
Because I wanted to start a business related to manufacturing. So considering the design, PLM and all this,
Okay.
I thought it will be best for me because I'll get the overall knowledge for my business.
Okay. What do you think are the interesting topics here you can learn from mechanical department course?
For me, I found CAD, PLM, SAP. These all are very interesting because later on it will be very useful for me in my business.
Okay. So what do you think are the are there like potential growth in mechanical department? Do you think it can grow more?
Yeah, seeing the current environment, seeing the investments which are coming in India and the government which is looking for foreign investment and looking to boost the manufacturing. So if there will be growth in manufacturing, then obviously there will be a requirement of mechanical engineers.
Okay, that's nice. How was your experience learning all the course, all the subjects or whatever related topics are here in the course?
My experience is pretty good because the teachers are helpful. Also, I like physics was my favorite subject in PU. So mechanical is related to physics only, so I find it interesting.
So last question, to whom do you think you recommend mechanical department? Like they'll like the course?
For this point of time, I'll recommend to the people who want to start business or to the people who want to go to government jobs because for this we get pretty good knowledge in mechanical.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Shravani. I'm from the mechanical department, third year.
We are from Mechpreneur community. So we are interviewing few people from mechanical department to get to know insights about mechanical department. Are you up for it?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So first question is, why do you choose mechanical department over all the courses that are available out there?
Mechanical being such a core stream, I think it's very interesting than any other thing. And then the opportunities you have are so unlimited. So yeah, that is the best engineering course anyone can take.
Well, that's nice. So what interesting topics did you find in the mechanical course that you have chosen then?
I think the most interesting part about this is, the daily life, whatever pipelines, whatever like normal physics you see, that is being taught here, and it's very interesting. And there are so many normal facts which is eye opening. So yeah, that is very nice.
That sounds fascinating. Do you think there's any potential in our country for mechanical department to grow more and more?
Okay, so I think there isn't anything without mechanical engineering into it. So yeah, there is a huge growth and huge vision the mechanical engineering can see.
That's nice. What job opportunities can you expect through being in the mechanical department right now?
So being in mechanical engineering, I think it is a huge opportunity that you can go into any stream you want. You can go into automobile, you can go into CS, and you can still stay in mechanical. You can go to machine learning. There are a lot of job opportunities. You just have to open yourself up for it.
That's nice. So what other courses do you think can be merged with mechanical so it could be something new and creative?
First of all, I think mechanical is already very huge to be merged into anything. But then yes, it can be merged into computers. That I think that is what machine learning and AI, all that is based upon. And I think you can merge mechanical with anything and it'll still make sense.
That's pretty nice. To whom do you think mechanical is like a really good course to apt for? Like, what kind of people do you think will actually like mechanical engineering?
To anyone who loves facts and to like to know what goes behind the scenes, like you're turning on a tap, how is the water coming, to know everything, to know the smallest detail of things, I think they would be very happy to be in mechanical engineering.
That's really nice. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Hey, can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Satiki Vishnoi and I'm from mechanical engineering.
Yeah, great. So we are interviewing few people to know more insights about mechanical engineering. Are you up for it?
Yeah, sure.
So why did you choose mechanical engineering over all the other engineering courses available?
Basically, why I chose mechanical engineering was because I was interested in machines and how machine works. Like I was also very interested in IC engines and that kind of stuff. I was not very interested in coding part. So that's why I chose mechanical engineering.
Okay, so what interesting topics do you find in the course as of now?
So basically we have a subject called EAT this semester. It's called Emerging Automobile Technology. So it's very fascinating subject and I like reading a lot more about that subject.
That's nice. What advantages do you see by learning all these courses right now?
Basically advantages it gives you a wider perspective of how the world works. Instead of just sitting in a cubicle and coding all day long, I feel this is a much better option for me.
Do you think there's potential in growing the field more in our country right now?
If you people say mechanical engineering is an evergreen branch, so I feel there's always a scope for improvement in the field.
That's nice. Lastly, what do you suggest for someone who's apting for mechanical engineering right now?
I mean, if you have interest, then you must definitely go for it.
Okay.
You have a lot of numerical based subjects, so if that's your forte or if that's what interests you, then I would suggest you to take it.
Okay. Thank you for interview. Thank you for joining for the interview. So, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. I'm Dr. Nagendra Jairam, working as Associate Professor for Department of Mechanical Engineering since 2011. So prior to this, I was in industry for about 5 years. So I'm pretty much inclined with both industry, research and in educational sectors.
That's great, sir. So why do you think mechanical engineering makes a better course than any other?
Okay, in terms of real-time drawbacks or the hurdles what we had during this pandemic condition, so apparently we fell short of products. We had more number of service-oriented industries which clicked, but apparently the product-driven companies were under, these particular products were under a hit, but still we ran out of products during those times. So that means to say we really know the importance of the products rather than the service. So mechanical engineering is one such domain which primarily focuses on delivering the products along with the services.
Yes.
So the importance of products is the one which defines the existence of mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir. What are the interesting topics that students can expect from mechanical engineering, especially?
Okay, since mechanical engineering stream itself is a product-driven stream of engineering, and then comes the servicing. So in terms of product, student can, as a mechanical engineer, they can directly walk into any sort of manufacturing industries, which could either be the pharmaceutical or heat and ventilation industries, or food processing, or related to plastics or materials. Okay, and also they could enter into the automotive sector in terms of automation, and also in terms of the drivetrain manufacturing, and also to original equipment manufacturers like Bosch and Fujitsu. So they can directly jump into those companies with the domain knowledge of core engineering stream.
Yes, sir. So what advantages do you think society or the world out there has through mechanical engineering?
So as I told you, this particular stream of engineering is completely a product driven. So wherever we need a product, so there is a role of a mechanical engineer behind it. It could either be in the form of a engineering drawing, or it could be in the contribution towards the selection of material. Either it could be the plastic which is used behind the phone panel, or could be the metal tip which is used right underneath the ball pen.
Yes.
So wherever we see products, so there is a contribution of a mechanical engineer in it.
Yes, sir. So, is there any potential growth for mechanical engineering for furthermore increase its domain?
Yeah, there is there's a very huge demand for mechanical engineering in terms of, as we don't try to keep the products for more than 2 or 3 years. We try to look for the better upgradation in each and every product. Either it starts from the cell phone and it ends up at automotive, or maybe it could be even at the infrastructure development itself. So once when we look for the infrastructure developments, yes, yet again, there is a very huge potential for them to get into the government jobs, like public service domains, and also in terms of the policy makers. It could be in terms of UPSC exams or IAS exams, and also in terms of automotive sector developments. They do have various sort of upgradations which are very much essential, wherein the weight reduction and also in terms of the efficiency, in terms of the space and comforts are to be enhanced. So there they have a huge role.
Yes.
And also in speaking in terms of service oriented, so as we all know, like a mobile is an integrated part of our body now.
Yeah.
So whatever happens through, it should be visually monitored through the higher ups. So as a result, the development of apps, the integration of the hardware with the software also plays a major role.
Yes.
And with the domain knowledge of mechanical engineering and with a slight knowledge of software inputs, student they can have a blossoming career.
Yes, sir. Lastly, what kind of people can opt for mechanical engineers, according to your opinion? Like, what type of people?
Okay. So as we say that mechanical engineering, it's a passion-driven department. Either it could be mechanical or automotive. It's a passion-driven. So one cannot forcefully sit in that and then try to figure out and then by heart or anything as such. So you should have to have a proper visualization of how a particular system fails, because in mechanical engineering, most often we speak about how to avoid the failure. So that means to say you should be knowing what are the reasons for the failure of any structures. It could be the bridges or the machine components. So people with slight matured knowledge in analyzing a component of how it fails, those are the people who can successfully crack this mechanical career.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate you being here,
Thank
sir.
you.
And it was a great chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi Rayan, I'm Anugna. So today we are from Mechpreneur community, gonna ask you a few questions that will give us insight about mechanical department. Are you up for it?
Yeah, I'm for it.
Okay. So I'll be asking you a few simple casual questions. So you're supposed to answer for that.
Okay, done.
So why do you choose mechanical department over all the departments?
So it's more about interest. I've always loved, and I was always like very interested in mechanical stuff. I always wanted to know how certain machines work, so that's why I chose mechanical. It's like a personal look, this interest.
Are you up for like designing and stuff also?
Yeah, design is very tough. It's not easy. I'll tell you that. And there are a lot more to mechanical than just design, and I'm not like really good at designing, so I'll never pick that up.
Okay. So what are the interesting topics as far as like you've learned so far? So there's this thing, as you said, design. So CAD, there's this thing called computer aided drawing. So that's very interesting, because once you go to CAD, you can actually look at any object, and then you can be able to draw that out, and that's very interesting, and that's something, that's a good skill to have. That sounds really good. Yeah. So how is your experience so far learning all this?
It was a little sad because we were hit by COVID and all.
Okay.
So I missed a big, almost how much? We missed like 3 semesters just because of COVID, and that's a little sad. So I'm hoping it gets better now. So I can't comment on that.
Yeah, I hope it gets better too.
Yeah.
So to whom do you think this department is like really interesting for? Like who can opt for this?
Yeah, this is for people who like analytical thinking and all. People who are like, they know that they're not good at academics in general, but they want to know about how like mechanisms and how the world works basically.
Okay.
You don't need to be like really like a nerd or something here. You don't need to mug up stuff here. It's all about on your thinking and all. If you're able to think analytically and all, then you'll be just fine in mechanical.
Okay, thank you, Alan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, what's up? So we are here for interviewing you because you're a part of mechanical engineering. So are you up for an interview?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay. So I'll ask you a few casual questions. Why do you think why did you choose mechanical engineering was a good option for you than other courses?
Because I'm most interested in designing part.
Okay.
So the mechanical is the one thing which helps us to design everything and all. So in that way, I have chosen the mechanical.
Well, that's nice. What are the advantages do you find by mechanical engineering to the society and to the world?
From the mechanical engineering, we can do various machines. Not only machines on that, we can do various weapon designing and all. So it makes us the nation to be also proud. So not only be part of these small mechanical things and all, we can do vehicles, things, etc. There will be many uses of mechanical engineering.
That's nice. What job opportunities do you see through mechanical engineering as of now regarding all the things?
As of now, mechanical engineering, the most designing they were saying, and then later on they are seeing on thermal.
Okay.
So it's based on thermal power plants and all. So it's regarding to that thing. As of
Okay. What is the interesting topics that you have found so far in the course?
So far, the most interesting topic it's I found out DME
Okay.
and FHC. It's
Okay.
based on heat and one more is on designing part.
Oh, that's nice. Now, to whom do you suggest mechanical engineering to join and
Say-
achieve?
The people who are interested in designing vehicles, who wanted to know about the specifications, need to be done. So the people, anyone who was like interesting and all in these topics and all, they can choose mechanical engineering.
That's nice. Thank you for the interview. Hey, so can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Rayan. I'm a mechanical engineering student.
Yeah, good to know. So today we are trying to interview a few people from mechanical department. So can you give me? So I'll ask you a few questions. Can you give me insights of it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I'll start the questions. Like, why do you choose a specific mechanical department stream over all the other departments?
Because I was interested in this field. I like to design machines, so that's why I took this course.
Okay. So what interesting things that you have learned so far in the stream?
I learned various things like 3D printing, manufacturing techniques. I learned a lot about automobile stuff as well. So those are some things I learned.
Okay. Can you give me insights about what you find interesting about the mechanical department?
I like the fact that we use software to like design and create new machines of our own imagination, and we also know how to produce them. So
Okay.
that I find fascinating.
Okay. So what are the advantages of like your learning here? Like, what do you think there are like so many advantages about mechanical department being a education, and what do you think like that could be used for society or something?
Mechanical engineering is very advantageous. That's what I feel, because you can use it to understand how a product is created. You can develop various products and do mass manufacturing of them. We manufacture various things from phones to chairs, so it's very advantageous for
Okay.
consumers.
Okay, I'll ask next question. Do you think there's any potential growth in the field, like in the
Yeah.
future, or
I think, currently there is, and future it might increase since everything is made in India. So I think the manufacturing industry will rise, and for that you need mechanical engineers. So
okay?
I think there's a upward trend.
Okay. So how's your experience learning these new courses in mechanical engineering? Like, it's not been there in our school times, so
It's been fun, very educational. I learned a lot of new things which I haven't learned before, like casting, molding, forging, a lot of new things about thermodynamics and so many things. Yeah, can't really say all.
okay. So I'll ask you one last question. Like, what do you prefer to say to the people who are opting to take mechanical engineering, or what kind of people whose mentalities can actually blend in with mechanical engineering?
I think mechanical engineering is for people who like to physically work with the machines and
Okay.
like to get to know how do you physically make those products and the process behind those. So those type of people are ideal for this.
Okay. Thank you for answering all the
Thank you.
questions.